Getting planning permission is not straightforward or easy, and you never know if it's going to go the right way or not. But trusting in God that He'd brought us this far, eventually in April, full planning permission was granted. Except that, this being a public building, we'd need to adapt it so that it met the full building regulations. So with just a handful of people, a little bit of money, and trust in God, the project got underway. First, a path was cleared for the site that went from this to this. Then the old caravan was moved to the vicarage lawn, and the shed relocated in true Alderholt style to its new location. Then the site needed to be cleared and foundations dug. Footings were to be laid. Jean Mortimer and others kept the team fed with mugs of warm soup on cold days. Concrete for foundations was poured, that's a tight squeeze. And block work laid. A motley crew of people not wearing enough sunscreen, really. The site was infilled with rubble, 75 tons of it, 75,000 kilograms, done by hand. Now's a good time to put in some drainage as well. And the screed gets covered with sand, and yet more sand, all done by wheelbarrow and by hand, and then compacted, all by hand, hours of work. A polythene sheet is put on top, and it's ready for concrete. Much of the concrete was given for free by local builders who were building the new housing estate. But one contractor needed an invoice, so John paid the princely sum of 1p for a load of concrete. After 4 months of working every Sunday, every weekend, the church, the labourers, caterers, finally on an August bank holiday, the building frame began to go up. First the walls, that's not too difficult really. The side panels, pity about that broken glass in the door. Then the roof. Each truss weighs 250 kilograms, 40 stone, all lifted by hand. Each roof panel had to be cleaned and prepared before it too was lifted up, and then finally the waterproof sheeting, and at the end of the weekend it was done. And so the committee met to begin the fitting out. All that wiring and panelling had to go back in, insulation had to be fitted, plasterboard given by local builders, and a screed floor, a professional bit of work. The false ceiling put back in, a new kitchen bought, delivered and fitted, not to mention all the tiling in the bathroom. And that was just the inside. Outside there was electrics to lay, lighting and a pathway. The ramps to make it accessible. And all the time the church kept meeting, week after week, month after month. More landscaping to put back the garden, and then finally after 18 months the building was finished. 35 people worked for 6,000 hours for free to make this building stand. And here's Bishop of Salisbury, Bishop John Baker, on the 25th of July 1990, putting the final screw in the building at the dedication service.